Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our YouTube video channel. Today, we're discussing a disturbing and troubling story that has recently come to light concerning the Supreme Court Justice, Clarence Thomas. According to an investigation done by ProPublica, a billionaire GOP donor by the name of Harlan Crow, who personally has had a long relationship with Thomas, has been paying tuition for Thomas's great-nephew, Mark Martin, at a prestigious private boarding school in northern Georgia. This payment of over $6,000 occurred without Thomas disclosing the financial transactions in his annual disclosures. This is highly concerning and unethical, especially for someone in such a powerful position as a Supreme Court justice. To start, let's go back to 2009, when the payment of over $6,000 from Harlan Crow's company was documented and labeled under the name of Thomas's great-nephew, Mark Martin. Martin was taken into legal custody by Thomas when he was only 6 years old and viewed by Thomas as a son. The former school administrator Christopher Grimwood provided further details regarding Crow's tuition payments by recalling a visit to Crow's estate in the Adirondacks. Furthermore, ProPublica discovered tuition payments were made not just to the Georgia school, but also Randolph-Macon Academy in Virginia. Despite financial disclosures where Thomas disclosed a gift of $5,000 from a friend several years earlier, no mention of Crow's tuition payments was made. This is especially disconcerting when considering how high up in power Thomas is in the law system. Crow's spokesperson did release a statement after the news broke saying that Crow and his wife were passionate about the importance of quality education and giving back to those less fortunate, especially at-risk youth. They went on to say, Harlan and Kathy have particularly focused on students who are at risk of falling behind or missing out on opportunities to better themselves. Tuition and other forms of financial assistance are given directly to educational institutions, not to students or to their families. These scholarships and other contributions have always been paid solely from personal funds, sometimes held at and paid through the family business. While this does not excuse Thomas from his portrayal of the situation, it does shed a bit of clarity on the situation and perhaps gives us a bit of insight into Crow's motivations. In light of the scandal, Democrats have called for tighter rules and ethics standards for the Supreme Court justices, while Republicans are defending the court's legitimacy. This controversy follows a bombshell report by ProPublica last month that Thomas accepted luxury travel from Crow annually for decades without publicly disclosing them. All in all, these revelations suggest there is an astounding lack of ethical oversight at the Supreme Court, and we should all be concerned by this. We will continue to follow this story and see what else comes to light. Thanks so much for joining us, and stay tuned for more.